Welcome back to another session of Move. So go ahead and find a comfortable seat and feel the ground with your sitting bones. And begin to close your eyes. Feel the earth underneath your sitting bones. And every time you take a deep inhale, try to follow it down to the sides of the pelvis, up in opposite directions, through the river of your spine towards the cave of your skull, and as you exhale, let the water fall through the edges of your skin. And soften the space around your eyes. Soften the space between your eyes. Space around your mouth, your jaw. Your throat. Soften your shoulders and your neck. Find your spine growing long towards the sky as you take a deep inhale. And a soft exhale. Allow yourself to drift deeper behind your eyes. Almost as if your eyes were being drawn towards a deeper place inside your skull. And find the connection with your breath as it softens. As if with your breath you can go towards those places where there's unnecessary tension. Breathe here. Now try to follow your breath as you take a deep inhale towards the sides of the pelvis and follow it up towards the cave of your skull and hold the air there when you get there. Sip a little bit more air and a little bit more and a little bit more and hold. And as you hold behind closed eyes, look up towards the sky softly. Soften the eyes and take a deep inhale. And exhale all out. Allow yourself a few seconds to feel. Breathe naturally. And once again, take a deep inhale. Visualize the back of your nose as something that is getting amplified as your breath goes down towards the side of the pelvis, sides of the pelvis, and up towards the river, so towards the head through the river of the spine. And when you get to the cave of your skull, hold the air there. Sip a little bit more air, and a little bit more, and a little bit more. Hold and bring the sensation of legs and arms into that place. let it expand. Take one more sip of breath and exhale all out. Breathe naturally and feel. Keep some of that calm energy and that softness as you softly open your eyes, almost as you were gazing through your eyelids. And bring your right hand to your left collarbone. Land there and just feel at first your palm, the palm of your hand and your fingertips, sensing something beyond skin. Almost as if this was the first time you were touching this part. Take a deep inhale towards your fingertips and your collarbone, your left collarbone. And a soft exhale. And with a heavy hand, 5 times. Bring your hand down to your thigh. A few seconds to feel. And with that same reverence, bring your left hand to your right collarbone. Land there first. Breathe towards your hand, towards your collarbone as well, towards the space behind your collarbone. And exhale softly, and 5 times. Bring your hand down to your left thigh. Deep breath. Bring both hands behind the corner of your jaw, right in front of the thick muscle that goes down both sides of your neck, right below your earlobe, and give yourself 5 times 5 taps. And breathe. Now bring your right hand right above your armpit, and 5 times with a heavy hand. And switch to the other side. 5 times. Bring both hands to your sternum. Interlace your fingers in between your chest. Land there as if this was the first time you were meeting the skin on top of your sternum, and feel as if there was something more than just skin that you're touching. Maybe the bone, maybe the intelligent spider web underneath your skin. Breathe towards your fingertips and begin to tap your sternum up and down, exploring the places where it feels interesting. Connect with the echoes of your touch and travel towards your collarbones and come back down through the center. Continue the path towards your belly button using only one hand. Soften your belly. When you get to the middle point between your belly button and the end of your sternum, land there with your hand. Breathe towards your hand. And 5 times. Take a deep inhale here. And a soft exhale. Now both hands, the crest of your hips, place where the muscles of your legs meet the tissues around your hips. Almost as if you were recognizing for the first time with your fingertips. Land there with your hands. Breathe towards your fingertips one more time. And 5 times. Bring both legs in front of you. Place the soles of your feet on the ground. Find the pocket behind your knees. Notice the sensation of just touching there at first, just landing your hands there. And 5 times. Now bring the soles of your feet together. And right below, right underneath your ankle, towards the Achilles tendon, that space right there, 5 times. Cross your legs. Find a comfortable sit, close your eyes and allow yourself to feel the opening of the rivers. And get lost in the images of fluids, beyond the idea of blood, beyond the idea of lymph, if there's any idea. Keep traveling deeper with your breath. Prepare for a short round of double breath. So double breath, it's one deep inhale, another deep one but shorter, and then an exhale, almost as if you were dropping your breath through your mouth. You can also do it through the nose, but maybe the sensation is a little bit deeper when you do it through the mouth, almost as you were dropping it, like. So it's gonna sound something like this. But rather than just concentrating on the sound, try to bring the attention to the sides of the pelvis, breathing deep towards the ocean of your pelvis. Take a deep inhale in preparation. Exhale all out. And begin. On your next exhale, empty all out and hold the air at the end of your exhale. A few seconds more. Take a deep inhale and hold at the top of your inhale. Let the sensations of body and air expand on your even as you hold. Take one strong sip of breath. All out. Notice the sensation of your breath expanding and even the sensation of touch, the echoes of your touch. Somewhere inside your bones, your tissues, and even beyond the idea of body. Take a deep inhale here. And a soft exhale. Bring your hands in front of you. Land on your baby hands. Soft index fingers. Feel the edges of your hands, the outer edges of your hands. And go into your all fours, hands and knees. Keep the connection with the outer edges of your hands. See if you can notice the sensation of connection running through the outer edges of your arm, elbow, your triceps, your shoulders, the outer edges of your blades, your shoulder blades, the outer edges of your hips, and visualize the inner fountain. As you keep breathing deeply to the sides of the pelvis, there's an energy running through the inseam of your legs, through your pelvis, all the way up into the cave of your skull. Soften your neck. Now walk your hands a little bit forward so your hands are not landing right underneath your shoulders, but a little bit further in front of you. Walk your knees back. And now land on your elbows. Elbows in front of shoulders. Soft hands in front of you. And the tip of your toes are barely touching the ground. Soft legs, sitting bones back, knees forward even here, so visualize your knees pushing down towards the ground. Deep breath to the sides of the pelvis. Keep the low belly triangle, so imagine there's a low belly triangle that you can push up towards your ribs, towards the cave of the heart. Deep breath here, find a shake. If this is too easy, if you're not finding the shake, walk your knees a little bit further back. Keep your elbows on the same place. Press with the edge, with this edge of your pinky against the ground. But try to keep some softness on your hands. Keep breathing deeply to the sides of the pelvis. Keep the connection with the triangle of your low belly. The connection also with your heart and with your shoulder blades and your collarbones. Lift your armpits a little bit. Deep breath on 3, on 2, on 1. Walk your hands back, go back into your all fours. Allow yourself a few seconds to feel the fire on your belly and something beyond the idea of belly. Even something beyond the idea of core, your deep core, beyond just your abs. There are tissues involved. There are corners of your existence that are involved in what we consider the deeper core, the deep core. Breathe towards those corners, and you don't have to have a perfect image of what they are. Your body, the intelligence of your body will know what they are. Walk your hands back and your sitting bones, place them near your heels, near your heels. Sit on your heels. Long belly, low belly lifts. So the low belly triangle, imagine there's a low belly triangle. Lift it up towards the back of your ribs and begin to lean back. Keep your sitting bones on your heels. Keep the connection with the triangle of your sternum. So there's a sternum triangle running down to the sides of your ribs. Deep breath. Bring your hands in front of you, but they're soft hands. Collarbone triangle. Imagine there's a collarbone triangle that faces the sky. Lean back until you find a little bit of a shake. Deep breath to the sides of the pelvis. On 3, 2, 1. Lean forward. Gather the energy in front of your chest. Inhale. Fly. Open the wings. Resist the tendency of the pelvis that wants to move forward. Sitting bones pulling back. Fly. Exhale. Gather. Sitting bones back towards your heels again. Long belly. Keep the low belly lifted. The sternum triangle holding the heart in the front. The collarbone triangle facing the sky. Lean forward. Inhale. Fly. Exhale, hands to the ground, sitting bones back. Find your roots, find the connection with the ground. No, don't rush it, don't rush it. Just feel the connection. And if that means moving side to side, moving the weight of your body side to side, go ahead and do that. Keep breathing deeply. Bring your sitting bones closer to your heels. Bring your chin towards your chest. Now when the breath comes, the movement comes, take a deep inhale, inflate up and forward. Baby hands. Invite your neck and your head. When the exhale comes, the movement back comes. Sitting bones back, chin towards the chest. Wait for the inhale, take a deep inhale, inflate up and forward. And as you exhale, move back. Inhale, lift, inflate, expand. Push your spine towards the sky with your breath. And as you exhale, lift your knees off the ground, sitting bones and hips up, downward facing dog, but allow yourself to go into the rawness, exploring your downward facing dog before going to a polished idea of what a downward facing dog is. Bend your knees generously and pedal your feet side to side. Deep breath to the sides of the pelvis. And even here, baby hands, sitting bones pulling back. Low belly triangle lifts. On your next inhale, walk your feet towards your hands. Exhale, lower. And even here, connect with the sensations of your sitting bones, pulling back and up. Bend your knees here. Breathe here. Now visualize the inner fountain running through the inseam of your legs. As you take a deep inhale, visualize it going up, the energy running through the pelvis, through the cave of your heart and all the way into the cave of your skull. And exhale, let it wash the edges of your skin, of your body. Now on your next inhale, keep visualizing the inner fountain, and from the inner fountain, lift, half lift, fly. Exhale, fold. On your next inhale, bring your hands and arms all the way up to the sky. Exhale, bring your hands on the sides. Breathe here. Feel. Feel the edges of your feet. Knees pulling forward, even here a little bit, and your sitting bones pulling back. Find the internal rotation of your thighs. Invite your legs with your hands. Invite your nervous system to reconnect with the possibilities of what you are beyond the ideas that you already have. Knees pulling forward, sitting bones pulling back, low belly triangle lifts. Hands in front of your chest. Vortex chair. Find a little bit of a bounce here. If this is too easy, go deeper with your hips. Keep the connection with your knees, the internal rotation, the connection with the outer edges of your feet. Connected with the outer edges of knees, outer edges of hips. Soft hands in front of your chest, low belly triangle lifts. Take a deep inhale, inflate, fly. Exhale, gather the energy in front of your chest. Soft hands, vortex chair. Take a deep inhale, tension the arms this time, inflate, fly. Exhale, go back into your vortex chair. Sit a little bit deeper here. Shift the weight of your body towards your left side, so push your left knee a little bit further forward. Take a deep inhale, inflate your right leg up. Float it, so instead of being a tense leg, float it softly. Bend the standing leg, and begin to spiral your body towards the floating leg. So instead of moving away from it, move towards it, leaning forward towards it. Deep breath even here. Exhale, bring your right leg down. Shift the weight of your body to the right side, knee forward, right knee forward, left leg lifts softly. Spiral your upper body towards the floating leg. Exhale, bring it down. Shift to the left side. Deep inhale, use the inhale to lift your right leg up. Spiral your upper body towards the right leg, floating leg. This time, begin to shift towards the back. So you're going to go into a lunge, but make that shifting softly. And even as you do this, begin to spiral your leg towards the center. Keep breathing deeply to the sides of the pelvis. Bend your standing leg and go into your lunge. Find your roots. Don't rush it. Take the time to find the right place for you to stabilize the outer edges of your hips. Find the strength on the back leg as well. Left sitting bone pulling back, left knee pulling forward. Right sitting bone almost also pulling back. Deep breath, find a little bit of a bounce here and lean forward. Bring your left hand to your left ribs. Right hand is soft. Take a deep inhale. Inflate your right arm like a seaweed. So instead of just going like this, unfurl your right arm. Expand the energy of your breath all the way into your fingertips. And as you exhale, bring your hand towards your left knee. Gather the energy, both hands. Inhale, inflate, fly. As you exhale, bring your left hand into your left ribs. Exhale. Wrist goes towards your left knee. Gather, inhale, last time, fly. Exhale. This time, spiral your upper body towards the left leg. Go into your twist, but don't go just using the strength of your arm. Keep breathing deeply to the sides of the pelvis. Place your elbow on top of your thigh or on the side of your leg, the outer edge of your left leg. Deep breath to the sides of the pelvis. And even if you want to add a little bit of information to your nervous system, push the tissues of your left leg towards the front. Use the breath to stay here. So instead of pushing with your arm, you're breathing deeply, you're growing long with your spine, you're creating space here with your breath. And you can place both hands together, but try to stay connected with a deeper part of your core. One more breath, deep one. Exhale, come back to center. Inhale, lift your right leg up. Exhale, bring it down. Close your eyes and allow yourself to feel. Deep breath. And separate your feet again. Invite your legs to internally rotate so there's a spiral towards the center. Knees forward, sitting bones back, low belly triangle lifts. The sternum triangle holds. Collarbone triangle faces the sky. Hands in front of your chest. Bring the weight of your body towards the right side. Take a deep inhale, inflate your left leg up. Float it. Spiral your upper body towards it. And as you exhale, begin to shift it to the back into your lunge, but do it slowly. Spiral your left leg as you begin to go back, and then land it on the back. Find your roots. Don't be afraid to find the way of your roots. So if you need to move your feet around, go ahead and do that. Find the spiraling internal rotation of your legs, even here. Sitting bones back, knees pulling forward. Deep breath to the sides of the pelvis. Bring your right arm to your right ribs. Soften your left arm. Take a deep inhale, unfurl your left arm. Creating space on your low belly. Expanding towards every corner of your upper body. Exhale, bring your left wrist. Softly touch your right knee. Gather both hands, tension the arms, inflate. Fly. Exhale, right hand to your right ribs. Left hand touches with the wrist, the right knee. Gather, inhale, inflate. Exhale, right hand to your right ribs. Last one, softly touch your right knee. Gather, inflate, tension the arms. Exhale, twist. Softly begin to spiral your upper body towards the right side. Deep breath to the sides of the pelvis. Create space, especially on your right side. Place the left elbow on the outside of your right leg. Push the tissues of your right leg forward. Deep breath to the sides of the pelvis. And if you want to do it, place the right hand on top of your right hand. Fingertips touching each other. Deep breath here. In 3, 2, 1. Come back to center. Inhale, lift your left leg up. Bend the standing leg. Exhale, left leg to the ground. Both hands to the front of the pelvis. Close the front of the pelvis, sitting bones pull back. fold. Inhale, fly once. Exhale, place both hands on the ground, downward facing dog. Breathe here. Inhale, ripple forward into your plank. Knees forward, sitting bones back. Exhale, melt to the ground. Inhale, pull the knees to the ground, the sitting bones back. Exhale, hands in front of your chest. Lean forward with your upper body. Your sitting bones are pulling back here. Push your knees towards the ground and apart from each other. So they're not gonna move and do this, but you're pushing them towards the ground, and at least imagine or get the sensation of them, knees or the legs pushing away from each other. So there's this force against the ground, stabilizing the outer edges of your hips. Find a little bit of a bounce here. Low belly lifts. Deep breath. Lean forward, gather the energy. Inflate. Inhale, fly. Exhale, hands on the ground. Hips back. Inhale, roll forward. Exhale, downward facing dog. Explore your downward facing dog. Let your heels fall to the right side and bend your knees as you do this. Instead of letting your sitting bones, the tendency is going to be the sitting bones and their hips are going to fall to the ground. Pull the sitting bones up, your hips up. Your left elephant trunk, it's floating, creating space, so it can be touching or like barely tickling the ground, or you can lift it off the ground a few centimeters. Find a little bit of a bounce here. And you can also let your right leg dangle, so it's almost your right knee is almost touching the ground. And exhale, bring the heels to the left side, both heels at the same time. Deep breath to the sides of the pelvis. Create space between your right armpit and your right hip. Right elephant trunk hangs heavy. Left knee dangles closer to the ground. And exhale, come back to center. Inhale, land your knees on the ground. Exhale, sitting bones on your heels. Close your eyes if you're not there yet and feel, breathe. Allow yourself to be lost in the echoes of your movement. And place your hands on the ground, all fours. Prepare for a last double breath. This is going to be a moving double breath. So as we hold the air, we'll move through spinal wave, using the energy of the breath even as we hold. Soften the elbows. Take a deep inhale. And exhale all out, empty all out. And begin. 15 seconds more. At the end of your next exhale, exhale all out and hold the air at the end of the exhale. And even as you hold the air, begin to move your sitting bones back towards your heels. Keep holding. Move forward with your spine. Softly move back. Take a deep inhale. At the top of the inhale, hold the air, stop the movement. Sip a little bit more, and a little bit more, and a little bit more, and hold. Even as you hold, feel the movement, the unnoticeable to the external eye movement. Take one more sip of breath and exhale all out. Slowly begin to work your way towards your resting position on your back. Lay on your back softly. Keep your knees bent. And even as you begin to feel heavy on the ground, keep the connection with the echoes of the movement. Separate your feet as wide as your hips and let your right knee fall to the right side. Maybe place your right hand on top of your right thigh or your right knee, and follow it with your left knee. Take a deep inhale here. Lift your left arm on top of your head, hanging like an elephant trunk, and begin to push your left knee forward. And as you do this, lift your left glute and your hip off the ground, your left hip off the ground, creating space on the left side of your body. Imagine there's a bigger separation between your left armpit and left hip. Deep breath to the sides of the pelvis. And exhale, switch to the other side. Let your left knee fall to the left side. Bring your left hand on top of your thigh or place it on the knee. Let your right leg follow. Right arm floats like an elephant trunk on top of your head. Lift the right glute off the ground as you reach with your right knee forward. Deep breath to the sides of the pelvis. Keep reaching long with your right knee. Find the space on the right side of your body, creating longer length between your right armpit and right hip. Deep breath. And come back to center. Float your legs and arms up. Dead bug. And slowly go into your Shavasana. Melt into the ground. And close your eyes. Allow yourself to be lost in the heaviness of your hips, your heart. Lengthen the back of your neck, the back of your skull. Use your breath to drift deeper. Deep breath. Keep some of this depth as you begin to come back to the surface. Taking a deep inhale. And as you softly exhale, begin to move your fingers and your toes and the palms of your hands, your wrists. Stretch your arms out into a T or behind your head or in any direction you feel the call to. And begin to softly come back to a comfortable sit. Try to keep your eyes closed. And keep the connection with this place, with something deeper that we don't usually visit. As you come back to your natural breath. Take a deep inhale and a soft exhale. Another deep inhale and a soft exhale. Now you can bring both hands or one of them to the front of you or to the sides and connect with the vibrations of the ground, the earth. Take a deep inhale here and a soft exhale. And when you're ready, open your eyes. And thank you for allowing yourself to come back to this place, to these rituals that go beyond the idea of just moving your body or beyond the concepts that we have of connecting to what we are, connecting to the universe, which at the same time is of course us. There's no separation, it's just an illusion. But it's not easy to see that. So these rituals, these practices are a way back into that reality. One of the many realities we think we know of. One of the many. So keep some of that sense of reality as you go back to your daily life, your night. And I will see you soon. Thank you.